I know that. This my man's. Your dad is my OG. I told you to go down there to the country town and get your...
Yo, the way I can't even lie, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. The whole Young Dunk situation, bro. I get him. I do get my guy. I do get him. I feel his pain. I feel him. Cause here's the thing, y'all niggas gotta understand that Young Thug put a lot of niggas on. Hold on, let me. Oh shit, I probably skipped the whole video. Young Thug, Young Thug, chat, put a lot of niggas on. I'm talking about Ghana. Without Thug, there would not be Ghana, and we all know that. Ghana was a product of what Young Thug has created. Cause I'm telling you, bro, when Young Thug saved Ghana's life and many people's lives, especially like in YSL, like he made those niggas rich. Ghana, talk about he made Ghana a millionaire, made him have a good record. Like, bro, he saved his life. I can't even lie because remember Ghana was in the streets, but as I said, I do feel bad for my guy Young Thug because Ghana, end of the day, he did snitch though. Yeah, but thing is, when Ghana snitched, it didn't stop me for me not listening to Ghana, bro. Like Ghana, like you remember the song he made, like "Fuck You Me." Yeah, man, bro. I know y'all niggas know what I'm talking about, bro. Y'all niggas, hold on. Yep. Chat. Now you can't tell me when Ghana got released and he made this track. Everybody was like, I couldn't, bro. Even though Ghana was a snitch, Ghana ratted on Doug, Ghana ratted on my guy Young Thug, but bro, when he came out, he still released bangers, which is crazy. Hold on.
I know for a fact, me personally, I know your dad don't look at you like a real nigga. I know that. This my man. Your dad is my OG. I told you to go down there to the country town and get your dad, no matter what your differences is with your dad. I went half on your mama house and bought your mama house, bro, because you didn't have the money. I went half with you.
And thing is, bro, he's not lying. This nigga saved Ghana so many times, bro. Now they're asking, is Young Thug the worst friend ever? That's a good question. I can't say he's the worst friend ever, cause like, I mean, he did save Ghana's life. Like, he did like help him. Like, there would not be Doug without Ghana. There would not be Ghana without. There would not be Ghana without Young Thug. There's no way. Like, Ghana got it, bro.
Now, like most of you know, Young Thug has been in the headlines in the rap world for a lot of different things. The biggest one being for cooperating with the police,
I feel like some people, we don't appreciate this guy, bro. Young Thug, bro. 2015 to 2016 to 2017 to 2018 to 2019 to 2020 2021 2022 when he went to jail. I think it was like 2022 or 2023 when hold on, let me see when Thug went to jail. When did he go to jail? Young Thug. Oh yeah, 2022. He went to jail in 2022. But bro, this guy was generational. Young Thug. Bro, y'all niggas can't say Young Thug ain't done nothing in the trap game. This nigga was the king of trap. What? You talking about slime? Slutty. This nigga was generational. And I gotta keep my respect to Young Thug because like Young Thug, I knew Young Thug since 2016. Bro, this nigga was incredible. I can't even lie, bro. First you get that money, then you get that power. Young Thug. Bro, you remember the other song he made? Bro, he made a lot, bro. Spice. like even like bro, to show your niggas still a Young Thug fan, bro. I still got the cover. Yep, I'm still cruising his cover, bro. That fight, yep. Young Thug put he did something in the rap game, and I till this day I gotta appreciate him, bro. Although he's doing some dumb shit, but he had an impact. He had an impact in my life too. This nigga was fire. He still is.
That lifestyle. And most recently, he was also trending for calling Glorilla ugly in a leaked jail call.
I can't lie.
I saw the girl, Gorilla. Why not people say she pretty? That be ugly as fuck.
Thug has also been.
I can't lie. That was a vibe. Like Glorilla, you can't say Glorilla's not ugly. Like you can't say she's ugly, bro. That's a vibe. Nah, you violating, bro. Like I was hearing the call, like that shit was trending on TikTok. Like Young Thug was just saying some crazy shit on that on the jail call, bro. He was saying some crazy shit. Like some ridiculous shit. Like I was like, nigga, why are you acting like a bitch?
For his continued effort to recover from the damage that has been done to his career and his reputation. But the one thing I haven't seen anyone talk about is how Young Thug has to be the worst friend ever. So let's touch on that. Now, yesterday, Young Thug did an interview with a platform called the Big Facts Network. It's his first official interview since the police cooperation scandal. And although he said a lot of things, I want to focus on something he said regarding his friendship with Gunna. Now, Gunna and Young Thug, as most of you guys know, fell out after that Rico case came crashing down on both of them. Gunna ended up spending some time incarcerated and...
Nah, Gunna didn't fall off. Whoa. You tripping. I mean, his new album right now, kinda like not his best album, but like he didn't fall off. You remember, when the nigga was in probation, when the nigga was in jail and shit, when the nigga snitched, the moment he came out, fuck you me, how about a record of spur, yeah. The moment he came out, this nigga's different. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm hearing tracks were just coming in. I'm like, damn. Do you, like, I started thinking to myself, I was like, does he really need Thugger? Does he really need Young Thug? Because the way he was just doing his shit, it looks like he doesn't need Young Thug. Generally speaking, it looks like he didn't need him at all. This nigga, the moment he came out, fuck you mean? I'm like, okay.
got released in December 2022 after taking an Alfred.
And not only that, this nigga had a glow up. Pause. But like, this nigga had a glow up, bro. This nigga was fat. Like, we all know this nigga was fat. Like, fat as hell. Like, this nigga was fat. Like, Gunna was fat. Like, you know, like, the word, like, you gotta, like, drop your voice when that word fat. Like, bro was fat. Gunna was fat. You see this built, like, nigga got tattoos now. Nigga looking sexy. Look at him, bro. God damn. Sexy ass nigga. But besides all of this, nigga, Gunna was fat. Still, nigga was still popping drugs and shit. Like, this was not him. Let me show you the Gunna I know. This was the Gunna I know. This nigga right here. This one. That's the Gunna I know. That's the Gunna. That's the prime Gunna. That's like 2018 to 2019 to 2020 and to 2021. That's the man I know. But the moment like shit happened and then he snitched on my guy Young Thug, and then bro decides to look like this, I'm like, god damn. I'm like, okay, bro, looking sexy. And then the pretty girls are like, oh nah, pretty girls listen to Gunna. Bitch. Like, I can't lie, bro's a good looking nigga. I can't even lie. Like, bro, like the glow up was crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
From yesterday, actually, that dropped was really interesting because he had a very passionate conversation about his relationship with Gunna. The part I want to focus on is the part where he was essentially counting all the things that he did for him. So I want you to listen to the clip in question and just pay attention to what he's saying, okay?
I made him a millionaire.
Facts.
I bought his first apartment that he lived in. I bought it with my money. I made him put his money up. Keep your money. I bought it with my money.
And thing is, I'm not saying, I'm not even glazing this nigga. I'm not being like, oh nah. I'm not saying that I was in the situation. No, never. But I'm just saying, like, whatever this nigga saying, like, made him into a first millionaire, made him into facts. Because he did. Like, I'm telling you, without Young Thug, there would not be Gunna. Your niggas can hate, I'm telling you.
A little extras. I bought that shit. I went half and half with you to buy your mama house. Your mama first house, get her out of the hood.
Now, there's a lot to break down here, and the majority of it is going to be a lesson for a lot of us as it relates to friendships. Some of us have been blessed with great friendships and fruitful relationships that have elevated us mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, depending on what kind of friendship we're talking about, right? It's a great conversation to have because it's such a relatable topic, but
HydraSense eye drops, made with a naturally sourced lubricant that works to attract and retain moisture.
Before we go there, let's take a trip down memory lane and touch on the beginning of their friendship. Back in 2015, a young Gunna ended up meeting Young Thug, who was already an established artist at the time. They met through a mutual friend, and his name was Keith King Troop. At the time, Thug had released his mixtape, Barter 6, and Gunna stopped by a video shoot for a song from the project.
I can't lie, that album was crazy, bro. That's when Duggar was, bro. This album was ridiculous, bro. Yo, this album was so tough, my nigga. Like, I knew this nigga was gonna change the game, bro. For me, I was looking at Young Thug and Future. I was like, you see these two? They are way too, they're up there.
A video shoot for a song from the project. It was for the song With That, which was their first interaction. Thug and Gunna became mutuals, they became homies who eventually kicked it here and there, but that friendship intensified after the man who had introduced them, King Troop, was gunned down outside a gas station on December 12, 2015.
Justin, and this is where that killing happened. Right here in front of this gas station, you can still see some of the victim, Keith Troop's friends there, right where he was shot at the front door of that gas station. And late this afternoon, I want to show you this real quickly.
After the death of King Troop, what started as a casual friendship then intensified as the two went to the funeral and it brought them closer. Then they started to have more of a working relationship in the music industry, and Gunna was spending a lot of time around Thug working together with him. Young Thug then featured Gunna on his iconic 2016 release, Jeffrey.
Yeah, this one, Jeffrey was crazy. I remember when Young Thug put on that dress on, bro, I thought he was gay. Like, I thought we lost him. Apparently, he was using it for attention, which was a smart idea. But low-key, bro, after he put on that dress, I was like, oh my God. They got him. Because, bro, I ain't gonna lie, the moment he put on that dress on, bro, like, I remember there was a period of time when I saw this shit, I was like, I'm not listening to Thug. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, there was a period that was like, when he did this, I was like, I'm not listening to Young Thug, bro. Respectfully, I'm not even lying, bro. I was like, respectfully, I am not tuning into this nigga again. Never again. In my life, I would never. Until, you know what I'm saying, shit happened and Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? Like, he surprised me. But after this, like, once I saw this dress on, I was like, whoa. And he kept on cruising with dresses. I felt like, shit, they got him.
A very long friendship. Through their relationship is how Gunna also met key collaborators like Lil Baby, which eventually led to a joint project with Lil Baby.
That's the Gunna I know. That's the Gunna I know. You see these two? Lil Baby and Gunna? That's the Gunna I know. You see how fat he was? You see what I'm talking about? But here he was, I'm not saying like he was, like here he was still on his, like I ain't gonna lie, nigga was built though, what the fuck?
Was like Lil Baby, which
like he wasn't like this though.
It led to a joint project with Lil Baby and some very successful songs.
This, bro, if anybody knows about this album, bro, this album is legit one of the best albums that these niggas ever created, bro. Lil Baby and Gunna. We started as close friends. Somehow you turn into my... Y'all know the lyrics. Trip too hard, don't stand too close. Oh. Bro, those times were it, bro. Like, bro, whew, these guys were making music back in those days, bro. Oh, nah, they were hungry. They were hungry.
Even though Gunna started as Young Thug's protege at the beginning of his career, Gunna eventually built his own lane and established his own name in the music industry.
Okay,
as his relationship with Young Thug continued to grow year after year, things eventually took a halt in May 2022 after Gunna, Young Thug, and their crew members got hit with RICO charges. Gunna spent some time behind bars and eventually got out after taking that Alford plea deal. And Gunna and Young Thug's friendship was over the second they both got arrested. And Young Thug, in the interview clip I showed you, spoke about how much he helped Gunna, which is something Gunna never, shied away from. He always credited Young Thug as a person who helped him early on when he didn't really have to. And I think what Young Thug did for Gunna in his early days is forever going to be a part of his story. And it's nothing even Gunna would ever deny. However, how Thug is talking about all of it is honestly rubbing me the wrong way. Thug in the clip I played you stated that he bought Gunna his first apartment with his money when Gunna didn't have shit. He also stated that he made him a millionaire, emphasis on he. Young Thug also stated that he put half of his money to buy Gunna's mother a house so Gunna could, get her out the hood. Young Thug also stated that he was the one who told Gunna to settle the differences with his own father, so now we unfortunately know the private details of Gunna's family dynamics, thanks to Young Thug. And Thug also stated that Gunna's own father doesn't look at him like a real nigga because Gunna's dad is apparently Thug's OG.
I told you to go down there to the country town and get your dad, no matter what your differences is with your dad. I know for a fact, me personally, I know your dad don't look at you like a real nigga. I know that. It's my man's. Your dad is my OG. He don't look at you like that. I made you go get your dad. I made you reunite with your family and do the right thing.
When fever breaks, Children's Advil delivers.
See this shit? You're just gonna ignore these ads. I'm not gonna lie, chat.
Acting pain and fever relief so kids can feel better.
I'm not finished. Not even close. My mom never stopped.
Why are you guys laughing? I don't get it.
And Thug also stated that he gave Gunna more time than his own children and the mother of his children.
I just poured my all into him, bro. I gave this nigga more time than my...
Okay, whoa. Okay, now you dragging it. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, bro. I gave him more time than my kids. I gave him more time than my old lady. Like, I poured my life into these people.
Which is absolutely insane.
Thug
then once again stated that he went half with Gunna to buy Mama Duke's a house, okay? His mom's, Gunna's mom. Because Gunna didn't have any money. That's what he said.
I went half on your mama house and bought your mama house, bro. Because you didn't have the money. I went half with you.
He also said that he, Young Thug, bought Gunna's brother his first truck and let Gunna play it off like he bought it for him.
I bought your brother his first truck and let you present it to him like you bought it.
And he ended it by saying that he didn't do it for no reason other than that he had love for his brothers. Now, for the people who get it, y'all get it, okay? The message for today is be very careful who you allow to help you in this life. Now, some people have been, pointing out the opposite of this conversation, which is be careful who you...
I can't even lie. That's a very good lesson because, like, when niggas be helping you, bro, some niggas be using it as a pride thing. Like, niggas will help you for some shit, and then they will use it as in, like, they're gonna be like, oh, nah, without me, you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do nothing without me. I'm like, bro, what you talking about? Like, like the simplest shit, like, niggas will buy you food, and then the next day they're gonna come up with a fucking, like, bro, you remember I was buying you food? Yeah, without me, you're gonna be hungry. Like, random shit like, hey, dude, you helped me with the food. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You helped me with getting me some food. But, like, don't just use it as an advantage now. Like, don't use it as in, like, you got more power than me. Nah, bro. Like you helping me. Like, some niggas, I get it. It's a pride thing as well. Like, sometimes when niggas be helping you, bro, like, you gotta really look at niggas when they help you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really look at, like, some niggas be helping you and then use it for their advantage to take over you. Like, they're gonna say shit like, oh, without me, you ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't lie. That's a valid...
Although that is a great point overall, because not everybody deserves a helping hand, because some people will be 6 feet deep in a ditch, screaming for help, and as soon as you crouch down to, help them, they'll drag your ass down just like that, okay, and feed you to the alligators, okay? That's a very real thing I've experienced myself, and I'm sure you have as well, okay? However, for this particular situation, I don't think that applies at all. Understand that Young Thug didn't help Gunna because he wanted nothing out of the situation. He helped him because they had a mutual working relationship. Thug even stated when he first discovered Gunna, he really saw the potential in him, which means he's seen musical talent in him before the world did, okay? The only difference between both of them at the time is that when Gunna was receiving the help from Thug, he wasn't where he was supposed to be. However, he was very much heading in that direction. And the reason why I'm very adamant about saying it like that is because, a lot of people like to pretend that because a person assisted another person on their journey to success, they suddenly created that success for them, completely negating the fact that success was already a part of their destiny. In the words of Jay-Z, I heard motherfuckers saying they made Hove. Made Hove say, okay, so make another Hove. Or The Weeknd's line from Sidewalks comes to mind as well when he says, because too many people think they made me. Well, if they really made me, then replace me. Young Thug reminds me of one of those people who, tries to help you, and then the whole time they're counting every single thing that they're doing for you. And the biggest issue here is when, those people who supposedly are helping.
Bro, I know niggas that be doing that, bro. Like, bro, there'll be niggas that will help you and they'll be counting on that, bro. They be counting on that. Like, leave me alone, bro. You helped me. Thank you so much for helping me, bro. The only thing you can do right now is to really, like, if you really appreciate somebody, you can help them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You help the person, but don't count it. Don't be like, oh, yeah, you remember when I did this? Bro, chill out. Like, I feel like when you help somebody, they don't owe you a favor. Like, they don't owe you somehow. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, if you helping somebody, it gotta come genuinely from you. Like, you genuine about it. You genuine about building somebody. You know what I mean? You genuine about helping somebody and making someone grow. But when you're coming with that intentions of, okay, I'm gonna help this person, this nigga gotta owe me in later terms, I feel like that's an evil heart. Like, you got an evil heart, bro. Like, on some real shit, like, that's some evil shit, because now you're not helping me from the heart. You're just fucking using it as a strategy. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of niggas be doing some foul shit. Like, as for example, like Thug. I get it. Like, he made Gunna like rich and shit. Like, if you think about it, bro, he don't owe you. He don't owe you nothing. You know what I mean? He don't owe you much. Like, he was a bitch for snitching. I can't lie. Like, the moment he snitched, though, I was kind of like, but it's his life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's his life, bro. You can't own a nigga. You can't own a nigga's life. You know what I mean? You can't own his life, bro. It's how it is, bro. If you helping somebody, here's the thing. If you helping somebody, bro, help from a genuine heart. Like, let it be genuine. You know what I mean? Don't just help because now you're gonna be like, oh, you gotta owe me. Nah. Just help, like, genuinely.
In good faith when they decide to tell other people how you weren't shit before they helped you. I mean, how real of a thing was it if the whole world had to know? How real is it if we now know that Gunna and his father weren't on good terms, and without you, his entire family would have supposedly crumbled, right? You can never make another man a millionaire. That is absolutely not possible. What is possible, however, is putting a man in a position in order to make millions. Those are two completely different things. There's a lot of people who've been put in positions to win, but they weren't able to do anything with that. On the other side, you have somebody who nobody ever handed anything to, and despite that, they come out on the other side with all types of bags, all kind of success, and they're just blessed in their life. Not because anything came to them, but because they went after it. And they were, of course, lucky because luck plays a very big part in becoming successful. There's so much that has to line up at the right time for things to go your way, but that's another conversation. I'm sure all of us have experienced this kind of thing. You have to realize that a lot of people in this world will go out of their way to help you, not because they care, but because they want to be attached to that success that was already in your future. There's a reason why everybody wants to help someone who's already on up and up. It's almost like investing in a stock that's guaranteed to make you infinite returns. You simply can't lose. Some people might say, well, Gunna didn't really have anything back then. And I say, you're wrong, because with or without Young Thug, he was always gonna find a way. He was always gonna become the man that he is today. The only difference is that the path would have looked different. If you ever have someone in your life who generally wants to help you, you'll know because they'll never take credit for your...
Okay. I want to say something like, let's say Young Thug didn't help Gunna. Would he still be the Gunna that we know, as in today? I don't know. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the moment like he helped, like the moment Young Thug kind of like gave him like an like, you know what I'm saying, like an assist. Like, he gave the nigga on a pedestal, and Gunna had his prime, especially with Young Thug. But I'm just saying, like, bro, let's say Young Thug didn't help Gunna. Would Gunna still be the same, though?
Eventually become that version of you that you always were destined to become. And I think this is a very important lesson for a lot of us. In most cases, you're only going to see that your friend is just like Young Thug when push comes to shove, when you're no longer under their wing and they can't control your success anymore. The only thing Gunna is under right now is, he's under those dumbbells, okay? Honestly, I think 2025 is the year a lot of us seen the real side of a lot of people. There's a lot of changes that are happening in the world as we speak, and spiritually, there's something in the air that divides people now more than ever, especially when they're not aligned. I think this story is a representation of just that. Be mindful of who you allow to help you, and don't always be so quick to accept a helping hand, especially if you know what your future holds for you. So nobody can, come out the cut and say that they made you. Because with or without their help, you would have figured that shit out 1000%. I believe that. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say about this topic, though. Drop a like for the algorithm. Subscribe if you're new here. My name is Blackie Speaks. Nice to meet you.
Know what I'm saying? As he said again, bro, like, be cautious around people, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been your boy Bush. It's been your boy Farai, bro. Golly. There's so much videos today. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, please. I beg, yeah? Support the brother. You feel me? And yeah, we gonna move to the next video. So it's been your boy ICYIMENNY. Farai. I'm out.